Welcome back to Fight Capital, where we step into the ring of combat sports business. I'm your host, Ryan Rappaport. Today, I have a special in-person episode where I interview Craig Danger Duncan. Craig seamlessly transitioned from an extremely successful pro boxing career to an equally dynamic coaching career. He brings a wealth of experience and passion to his current role as the proud owner and head coach of the Danger team, where he coaches top athletes such as Mike Perry, Alex Nicholson, Val Woodburn, Ryan Maine, and other top athletes looking to take their boxing to the next level. His journey to the ring from the gym exemplifies dedication to the sport of boxing, and not just as a competitive pursuit, but as a lifestyle and a means of personal empowerment. We filmed today's episode in the School of Hard Knocks gym in Castleberry, Florida, and he dropped some gems. So without further ado, Craig Danger Duncan.
Here with Craig Duncan, team Danger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so man, just tell me a little bit about yourself and like what got you into coaching. I know you did a little bit of pro boxing, but like what kind of led you to this journey starting the gym?
So basically, pro boxing, I had a great career, 11-1-1 as a pro, 46-5 as an amateur.
Yeah.
I won a couple of Golden Gloves, I think 4 years straight, Golden Glove, USA, whatever tournament that was ever, amateur tournament that was in Florida, I won, regional champ, all that, and started a career with the boxing, kind of late, right after high school. I tried the boxing to get in shape for football, went to college, got done with that, came back home, and I was like, man, let me go try this boxing again, and ever since that, just took off. Pro career went through pretty good, stopped the boxing, but when I got out of it, I was like, I want to give back, and ever since that, I've just been helping everyone out, trying to, whatever I went through, the boxing, I kind of walked that road, so I kind of steer my fighters, hey, I went that way, and didn't work out for me that way, maybe you should try this way, and just teaching techniques, that's what drives me now.
And when you got a lot of great athletes coming through here, I know you got Val Woodburn, you got Alex Nicholson, I've seen Reggie Northrup come in through talking about football players. What's been like bringing the fighters to you, and like how you've been kind of working with them and evolving with them?
Well, they seen where I've been through, what I've gone, and I've kind of went that road already to the boxing. They like my power, they like my highlights from boxing, so I think that's what brings them close to them, and I have like connections with them, like you say, Val. So Val, it started with Mike Perry, Mike Perry, and then I'm actually one of the first people to ever put real boxing gloves on Mike.
Oh no shit!
His first amateur boxing, I was in his corner. I kind of helped him out. I always look at him and Alex as like little brothers, and they were best friends growing up. They're like brothers.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say like, they are brothers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And through Mikey, I met Alex, and Alex started coming through and helped working with me way back in the day, back when I used to have a other gym, and they used to come to me, and I'd help them with their hands. And, Val, the same thing, same gym. He, when he was younger, he came to the gym, and I'd go and I'd help him with his hands, and ever since that, it just kept leading up. Anytime they need help, hey Craig, how do you twist? How you get this power or whatever? I, bring them in, and I show them how to do what they need to do.
Yeah, well, it's obviously paying off everything Mike's doing with BKFC. I mean, Alex, that Game Bread win, he's just delivered on that too, man, with all that stuff that was going on leading up to that. So it's been pretty cool to see. Talk a little bit about like your pro boxing experience, and like how do you leverage that with these guys? I mean, what are you using to help take them to the next level?
Okay, so it's been 20 years of boxing, my experience, being in the whole boxing. And everything that I've learned through those 20 years, I try to help. I give it to them, And again, I always say, a boxer. Well, Floyd back in the, because I got the opportunity to train with Floyd back when I was an amateur going into the pros, right? And the one thing that he always said was a boxer has to be a sponge. You know, you soak up the good stuff, squeeze out. If it doesn't work for you, squeeze that shit out, add it to your arsenal, add whatever works for you. The formula that works for you is the formula you should go with. So for the guys when they're coming in, I can't teach you how to fight like me. You have to take from me something that works for you and add it to your arsenal to make you a better fighter. There's never going to be another Tyson, but there's going to be someone that hits. There's a certain move he does. Oh, that person took that. And now he took something, let's say, from a Dempsey. Okay, dang, that looks something like that. But then you make it into your own. No fighter should look the same. And again, Floyd also told me back in the day, you have to have more than one game plan. If you're going in there with, you have to have plan A, B, C, D, go all the way to Z and bring it back and find something that works. If it's working, keep doing it. Don't change it. That's your formula. Everybody's got different formulas. You know, Mikey is a brute. He will hit you. He'll take a shot and just make sure, let's see if you can take his kind of thing. You know, Alex, another thing, strong, powerful, you know, and I'm trying to help Alex with a little bit of movement and not really, you don't have to take shots. The object of the game is to hit and not get hit. Why be there to take a shot? Oh, so I can give you one. No, it's hit and not get hit. So all these are all different formulas that you try and work with athletes. Amplify whatever you're good at, but I'll never try to change it. And I think that's what these fighters come to me and they realize that I'm not gonna just teach you the same thing. I don't want all you guys to look the same. No, you gotta have different flavors. Because if you come to me with a style, and let's say we're fighting, and you come to me with a style, and I beat that style, we're in the first round, and you're like, Craig, it's not working, bro. All right, let's try this, bro. That's what a coach does. You know, that's why I think they come to me, because I can actually feel I've been in there before. And another thing, I've been in there before as a coach, right? As a fighter, now turned coach. I know how it feels. I love the fact that this mat is blue. I know how it feels to be in the ocean, and now I see a dorsal fin coming up. Do I freak out? And 9 out of 10 times, I'm probably gonna get eaten. That's it. The one thing I tell all my fighters, I say, listen, the worst seat in the house is the two fighters. Because all the motion, everything's going on right here. We're too close. You can't see nothing. The next is the ref. The next is going to be the judges. The next is going to be the coaches. The best seat in the house is the man that's sitting at home on TV, watching it on TV. They see everything. You know what I mean? So I will see what's going on outside because I have a better seat than you. Even though you're in the fight, I can see what's going on. I can be that person and be like, hey, bro, that overhand's coming, bro. Keep that left a little higher, you know, step impact into it or step out. That's what's going on. I can see it better.
I think about that because when I'm always watching, ooh, that leg hit hurt him. You don't see that didn't see it. Exactly. Yeah, and you're like he's limping, like he's right there. And the game plan thing too. When I just think about Floyd, anytime he's ever had adversity, he'll switch it up. He'll change his style. He'll like move differently. And so what you're saying right there, I think is super valuable. What would you say sets this gym apart, TDT, in terms of the team and what you're building here in terms of other gyms and training camps?
Well, all right. So a great thing about this gym is we all want to succeed. That's the bottom line. I want the best for you, and in return, I feel like I get the best. I feel good when I see another fighter arise, get higher in the ranks of whatever they're trying to do. I've been blessed to have my partner, Jason Galarza, which is School of Hard Knocks. And he's a godsend to me, man. He's always been there. And he was there from when I was younger, and he came up with me. And I was at a different gym, and I left that gym, didn't work out or whatever things happened. And I said, what am I going to do? I went home, and my wife, beautiful Rachel, I love you. They always say a strong man always has a stronger woman behind him, right? And I got home, and for 1 week, bro, I sulked. I was like, what am I going to do? My wife allowed me to sulk. And then finally, after that last week, she comes to me and she's like, right, why are you sulking? And me as a man, what the hell, man, why would you even ask me? I just quit something I was doing that was secure, and I have a wife, we got kids, we got bills. I don't have another job. I don't have no, she's like,
shit's gotta be scary.
Yeah, she slowed me down, and she was like, what you been doing for all these years? And she was like, just take a deep breath and answer my question, Craig. I was like, I'm gonna train people. So she was like, all right. So what you gonna do? I was like, dang. That's why I'm so thankful for her. You know what I mean? She told me, dude, you have nothing to fear. Go back out there and do what you do. What do you love doing? I love training. I love training people. I love the fact that I can teach you something and it works. That's what me being a coach, this is what I love being a coach for. And all these clients that I was already had, I was like, well, I'm not there anymore, but I'll be at the park. I went to a park and I trained people the first week. I didn't think no one was going to come to a park. You had a facility. The facility that we had AC and heat and all that. It was clean and all. And I brought them to a park, bro, under a canopy. And that first week, I made about $1,500. And I was so blessed because I'm under the canopy. I would sneak in the morning. I'd move the tables to the side and make a little hole in the middle. And I was like, dang, the park officials are probably gonna come get at me. Bro, in the morning, I'd open it up, I'd sit there the whole day, people would come in, I'd train them. I trained Mike Perry in the park. Mike Perry came out to a park. And I have a video on my, I still have a video on my IG that Mike, you know how he is. He's like, oh, I'm out here in the park playing touch butt with Craig.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just this Mike. I love him. I had him out there. I had a couple of boxing pros that were signed to Al Heyman. They were coming out to me, working in a park, bro. And someone else is doing this. Then all of a sudden, the park official drives by on his little cart, and he just salutes me. I love what you're doing. This is just, if they're renting it, if you see this says reserved, you can't use this one, just go to the next one. I was there training people for a while, and then Jason, he says I'm his right-hand man, but he's my right-hand man. And they called me, he saw me out there, and it was right around this time, right before COVID hit, and feel how cold it is out there. He called me like, Craig, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, until I open my own gym, bro, I'm just going to use this. He's like, nah, don't worry about it. This gym was made for Erickson Lubin and Dennis Galarza, which is Dennis Galarza's Jason's son. And they used this as their camp when they were training. And he was like, bro, no one's here in the morning. Come on, come through. I was like, no. And I had a fighter, also Ryan Maine. I've trained him since I'm the first one to get him into boxing, put gloves on. And he was also training with me, and I called him and I said, hey, Jay, can I come by the gym to get some sparring for my fighter? And he was like, yeah, come by. I come in, and I'm telling you, Jason shakes my hand, takes me to the door, shows me the code. Don't be stupid, Craig. There you go. And ever since then, we've been together, man. I always wanted to be like a barbershop. That's one thing. A gym for me is a place that you can go and release whatever is going on out there. Come take it out here. Being a fighter is stressful. You have to worry about what you're eating. You got to worry about what people are thinking about you. You got to worry about how I look, how I perform. The number one thing a fighter is afraid of, bro, and they might say, no, I don't care what they think of. That's what they think of, how you feel, are you gonna get knocked out? All these things run through your mind. And being a fighter myself, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, every time I had a fight, nervous as hell. I don't care how mean I look, I'm nervous until the first punch is thrown. I've seen people come in here and the pain of the world or whatever the case may be, the stress that you're going through, they come in here and they do these workouts, which I torture these people.
I've been seeing some of the videos, man. Like, I'm watching them and they're like drenched, like out of breath. Yeah.
It's a release.
Yeah.
It's a release. And when you come to a gym, man, you come in and you let go. You know what I mean? All that stress of what's going on outside. Everyone's a garbage truck. Go around all day picking up trash. If you don't have somewhere to dump it, you're probably going to dump it on someone that you probably ain't supposed to be dumping it. So this is the dump site. And that goes for regular people, just everyday people. It goes for amateurs. It goes for fighters. It doesn't matter. That's what I think makes this gym such an amazing gym. Let others. This is another way of you can't get arrested for beating the bag up.
Yeah. I was just thinking about when Alex was telling me he was going to the park and working out at the park with Craig. I'm like, man, what is this? Like, who are you working out with at the park? So it's crazy to see the genesis of that. And now here you are with all this great talent that's coming in and all these awesome people. Is there like one like success story of the people that have been coming in here that you'd like to like put your finger on and be like, hey, we went from point A to point D and like we're going to be at Z here in the next year? Is there anyone that you're looking at and being like, hey, here's what I'm pumped that I was able to accomplish and then I want to take it to the next level with them?
I cannot put a finger on one because everyone that's come to me, it's a success story, in their own way. Whether it be stress, whether it be how they're developing in their crafts. Alex is developing amazing. I cannot tell you, when Alex first came in, being the athlete that he is, I said, I know you're a world-class athlete. I know all of this. Go get the jump rope. He was like, what? He's like, man, before he said that, all right, and he's going to probably tell you the story too. So we went over to Mikey's. That's how I call him. Yeah. So we went over to Mike Perry's, Mikey's, and we were doing like a barbecue, right? Got a new grill, so we're like, all right, bet. So we get over there, and we're talking, chopping it up, and Alex goes, man, if you can't jump 3 rounds, you shouldn't be, if you can't jump 1 3-minute rounds, you shouldn't be fighting. I said, okay. He came in. There's a rope. Every time you come in, you got to jump 3 3-minute rounds. So he started jumping. And he's like, man, this shit sucks. I'm like, yeah, keep going. From he started coming back to train with me, he knows the deal. He'll call me. Oh, man, my calves are killing me, bro. Man, F that rope. I'm like, okay. He'll come in. He'll be like, yo, I'm not jumping rope today. I'm watching him like, yeah. As he walks over to grab the rope. Yeah, you know the deal, bro. Go get the rope. His discipline that he has shown me every day. Monday through Friday, he's here. And Sundays, we come and run hills. We go to my house and we run hills.
Yeah, I saw that going backward bear crawls up there, hopping up the hills. Yeah.
So he's on fire, right? But he has been consistent. Every morning, Monday through Friday. I send him one text, and this is the only text I sent him. We in the lab. Then I put the fuel, fire, probably fireworks, and 100. He knows once I write that, yeah. So his discipline is consistency. It's what's helping him so much. With Val, his story, I love it because I when he was younger, I trained him, and then left the gym, whatever. Whoop, he's doing what he's doing. He came back to me and he said, "Hey man, I want you to help me with MMA." It's like, bro, I'll help you with your striking, bro. That's fine. But if you really want to do MMA, I strongly recommend you go over to Fusion. Go work with Julian.
Yeah.
That's there. Anyone that comes to me talking about they want to do MMA, it's like, dude, I'm not gonna grapple and kick and all that with you. I'll show you how to strike. I'll show you what to do with your hand and your foot placement and all that. But I need you to go to Fusion. So any person that comes into the gym saying that they're an MMA fighter, we send them to Fusion. Why? Fusion has amazing talents. They have guys that are in the UFC, ex-UFC. They're all there. You know what I mean? That's where they go. Go to Fusion.
Yeah.
So shout out to Fusion. I want you to make sure that I want you to be better than me. And that's another thing about the fighters that come to me. I need you to be better than me. I don't want, I never want to hear you say, "Oh, that's Craig's fighter, Ryan. That's Craig's fighter, Alex. That's Craig's fighter, Val." No. That's Val's coach, right? Oh, I just want to see you do good. And if you can have a coach that wants to pass on and make you better, I need you to be better than me. That's what I tell all my fighters.
There's a lot of athletes that want to make that crossover into coaching. Not everyone, you're saying, can be a pro boxer their whole entire life. They're not going to be an MMA fighter their whole entire life. A lot of people want to take it to that next level. I mean, if anyone who's trying to become a coach, what's the one thing you would say to them if they want to be a coach, they want to get into coaching to make that crossover?
Okay. See, like I said in the beginning, it's about finding a formula, right? And it's not your formula. It's what formula is good for that person. I have to find a formula that works with you. So I have to, if I try and teach you, hey, how to get in your stance, and I say, okay, I want you to put 70% of your weight on your back foot and 30 on the front. It's got to be something that clicks. You can either get it the first time I tell you, or you can get it 2-3 years later. A great coach is going to find that formula. That's for me, that's what it is. It's not, I stand there and say, hey man, shoot a 1, shoot a 2. I have to go in there and a lot of times I go in there and I'll get behind them and I'll grab their hand and I'll be like, look, turn it over. That's how, and they're like, oh, okay, but I was doing it. Look, I'm like,
thumb down.
Turn it over, thumb down, man down. Turn it over. Just knowing I've been there, I've walked that road. And that's the same thing I say boxing is life. I always go back to boxing. Going through my career and picking up these little things, working with these different amazing coaches. I've, like Floyd said, be a sponge. I have soaked up everything that they've told me that has worked for me. And I have not disrespectfully, but if it didn't work for me, I didn't use it. I squeezed it out. And that's the same thing with boxing. Boxing is life. If you try something and it doesn't work for you, bro, keep your open-minded. Be an open book. Just be an open book. And that's what these fighters do. If you're an open book and you receive these knowledge, at one point you're going to learn something. With Alex, he coming back. When I say I brought Alex back to the basics, steps, turning your hands over, everybody knows a turn it. But I kept pushing on it. every practice. We'll do the same footwork drill. We'll do the same shots. I'm like, dog, until you get this shot right, that you're doing it like how you're breathing, that's it. Find the formula. This is your formula. You know?
Well, man, that's what's so valuable too, just that ability to take everything you've learned and give it back to these athletes. I mean, that's, I think, probably why the huge difference that you're probably making for these guys. You're not just taking that experience, you're taking the formula and you're calculating each different formula for each different fighter. You're breaking them down. That's why I love doing this, man, because I'm always just trying to talk about the behind the scenes. Like, the fighters obviously are the ones everyone's out there for, but there's so many people that are driving this for the fighters. So it's the lawyers, it's the promoters, it's the coaches, and there's all this stuff that's happening behind the scenes. So I appreciate you taking the time to do this, because you're dropping some gems, and anyone out there who's watching this, I know they're going to be taking a lot away from it. And so I just appreciate you doing it, man. Thank you. Yeah. Craig, Danger, Duncan, Danger Team. Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Hey, to everyone. You already know. Much love to everyone that supports what we're doing. Find a gym, find a dump site. You can always reach out to me if you want as well. And train hard, fight easy. You already know. TDT, baby.